Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Pagona and welcome back to another episode which isn't gameplay unfortunately. A gameplay episode will be out tomorrow, hopefully, if all goes well anyway. But today I just thought I'd show you guys a new game that I've been following quietly after being contacted by the lead developer, project manager, whatever you'd like to call him, a guy called Maxwell Wood. He's been working on a game, I say a small game. It's a small team of indie developers. I think it says 9 here, but it also says 10. So I'm not sure which one it is. But it's a small team of indie developers that have decided to take it upon themselves to create not a sequel, but a spiritual successor to the game Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. Obviously, I've been following that game really closely because Jurassic Park Operation Genesis was a big part of my childhood, as it was, I'm sure, many of yours. And obviously it is a game that has been waiting for a sequel for a very long time. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, so they've taken it upon themselves to make the spiritual successor, which, you know, in all honesty, fair play to them, because it is a game that is and has always been in very high demand, and I have no idea why the creators of Jurassic Park Operation Genesis didn't actually bring out a sequel. I don't know. I won't get into that. But the game itself is going to be just amazing. It says here, spiritual successor and next generation collide, which, you know, with this current generation, I should say, so many more possibilities have opened up, because, you know, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, as much as it was a great game, it was very limiting. Modding does help that a little bit, but it was very limited, even with mods. So having a brand new game created from the ground up, based on Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, is just brilliant. Anyway, let's get on to the game, and then I will show you guys the trailer. So the game itself will have a couple of a lot, I should say, of customizable features, all of which, you know, you can change what prehistoric creatures you have, to the colors of the creatures, just pretty much everything about the creatures, just through genetics really. And I think that's a really big part of everything, because Jurassic Park itself was all based around genetics, and back then it wasn't really heard of to do much genetic modification, but nowadays it is quite common. So you've got that aspect of it. You can completely customize your park. I believe they're gonna have things like I don't know, roller coasters, rides, you know, hoists and stuff, just like Jurassic Park. You've got all the fences, the helicopter pads, everything that was in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and more. Basically anything that you'd expect in a park. So, you know, you've got that aspect of it. You've also got a big, fully fleshed out backstory behind every character, which means, you know, the world that you're playing in does feel alive, and things like conflicts, opportunities arise and don't arise based on your decisions, which I think is pretty good. Instead of the random tornadoes I seem to encounter in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. I'm pretty sure they're just in there to ruin your park. I don't think it's like planned or anything. Yeah. So, I mean, the game itself sounds brilliant, and the game was actually announced, or supposed to be announced, yesterday, but they had some issues with the trailer and uploading and stuff. So it is being announced today, and in the coming weeks, coming months, there are going to be a bunch of showcases, tech demos that contain a bunch of things like building, dinosaur creation, and those dinosaurs aren't just land, aquatic, aerial, and all of that stuff. So yeah, be sure to look out for that. I've posted the link to the Facebook page in the description below, so if you want to go and check that out, please do. As for the team itself, I haven't got much information on Max, but I do have information about 3 members of the development team. The first of which is Robert Fabiani, I believe is his name, and he's a modeler who's modeled for Primal Carnage, and, you know, most of you on my channel watch my Primal Carnage series, so you guys know how good the dinosaurs look in that, so you've got that to look out for. You've got Nicholas Rivera, who is a music composer who's worked for Lionsgate, NBC, CBS, HBO, so, you know, some of the big production companies, and Johnny Shaw, who's a UI specialist. He's got a couple of games here, like Civil War 2, Eden City, Words Up, World War 2, Revolution Age. No games that I've played, but I'm sure he's very good. So yeah, I mean, that's just 3 of the 10 members of the team. I'm sure those other 7 members. My mind went blank. I'm sure the other 7 members aren't, you know, rubbish. I bet they're, you know, really experienced. But those 3 names did stand out, and I mean, I am a big fan of Robert I can't say his surname. Robert's work. He's also working for The Isle, which is another game that I'm following, and he's a very good modeler. So yeah, let's get on to the trailer.
There once was an idea, a concept for a theme park. A park where the extinct weren't extinct. This idea inspired millions, and they demanded its creation. The best and brightest fought over the rights to take on such a project. And now, you are in control. What will you make?
So there you have it, the trailer for Mesozoica. I don't actually think I mentioned that in the first bit of text, so my bad. The game is called Mesozoica, but unfortunately you don't get to see much gameplay footage, which is a bit of a shame. But at the very end, you do see a very short bit of footage from the Unity engine. You do get to see the 3 raptor models walking around. Bit of animation, bit of model, bit of engine footage, I guess. It does look very good. Unfortunately, it is in Unity, which is a bit of a killjoy for me. Unity is not, it's just straight up not known for its amazing graphics. And since this is a next generation game, I do kind of expect it to push graphics, if that makes sense. And Unity, of course, doesn't really do that. But saying that, you have got the Forest and Stranded Deep, both of which I'm pretty sure are in Unity and look not ultra realistic, but they look very good. And you've also got to remember that the game, well, the footage that was in the trailer was very early. So, you know, fingers crossed that it improves just a little bit. And yeah, just let me know what you guys think in the comments. Go to their Facebook page, like, follow, whatever you do on Facebook. It's follow. No, it's like and follow. I don't know. Yeah, just go enjoy. They've got a couple of artwork up. You can see, I think it's a mosasaur. I don't know. And there's a Spinosaurus model, which Robert's made, and it does look pretty awesome. So yeah, go over there, like the pictures, like the page. Feel free to, you know, ask them things on their Facebook page, ask me things, because I'm going to keep in contact with Max. I'm sure he'll answer any questions that I ask him personally. And yeah, I shall see you all tomorrow when I should be back to my normal schedule of Primal Carnage, Stranded Deep. I'm pretty sure there's been an update for Stranded Deep, and Dying Light. So I'll see you all then.